Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I'm definitely going to give you one card from the Oracle, Denise Lynn Oracle Traveling Tarot deck, Oracle card deck. I'm going to give you one from the Archangel Michael also. All right, so Cancer, let's get started on your reading. Oh, just wanted to also let you know that if this reading resonates with you or any of my other readings resonated with you, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach that 1,000 subscribers so that I can open up my channel and we could do more things on here. Okay, so I'd appreciate it also. All right, so here we go, you guys. Let's do this. This is for Cancer Spirit for their highest good. One for Cancer. This is for Cancer Spirit for their highest good. Thank you, spirits. Nice. All right, and then you have one from the Archangel Michael. Okay. All right, so let's do this. So you start off with the stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Oh my goodness, yes, definitely. You know, if anybody has ever told you that, you know, you have that lead success, yes, you do. You are a leader. Remember that. You are not a follower. You are a leader, so you know that. I feel like you just need to step back into your power. You know, you are very strong-willed, know how to do things. Okay, remember that. And then you have from Archangel Michael, it says, it's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. So really take the time to play, guys, like just to have fun for yourself, to enjoy yourself. Do something that's going to really make you happy, you know, enjoy yourself, you know, plant stuff, you know, go to the park, you know, whatever it is that makes you happy, you know, take time to do it, okay? Because we all need to be like that. You know, it's not work all the time. It's time to, you know, just enjoy life and be in the moment. So really do that. All right, so here we go. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. One card for the current. One for the situation. One for the hopes. I'm sorry, one for the past or now. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for the what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. All right. So this is crazy because you have this card, right? Step into your power, and then you also just got the Emperor at the end of the tarot deck. So really be the leader that you are. You know, you're very loving, very nurturing, but you're also a leader. You know, you could be all that also. All together. You don't have to be all fierce and angry, but you are definitely a leader. Okay, so just know that. I do feel like there is a decision that you're contemplating. I feel like you really need to take that blindfold off and start focusing on what it is that you need to start focusing on. Okay, there's something about that here. You do have the Judgment card, and you are going to change. There's a lot of things that you're changing about you yourself. Maybe eating better, maybe eating differently, maybe doing things a lot different now. And it's going to come in. Trust me, it is. You have awakened. There's a lot of things that you have awakened to. I feel like this is like kind of like a wake-up call here. And then for the situation, you have the King of Cups. You know, really be mindful on how you're you're putting your feelings out there, you know, or talking to people, or you know, like if you're feeling in a bad mood, you know, try not to put it out there to other people, like, you know, put blame on them or anything like that. You know, really try to balance out your feelings. You do have the Sun card here for the past or now. I do feel like the Sun card is talking about that, you know, there's happiness here, there's joy, you know, for you to see the light, that the sun is shining on you, definitely. Wow, this is nice. You also have the Seven of Wands here. And the Seven of Wands is definitely talking about, you know, really standing your ground, you know, really defending yourself on things. You know, maybe you're also being very defensive also, but we'll see. You have the Page of Wands down here for the hopes and fears, and the Page of Wands is definitely talking about, you know, wanting a new experience. You know, you want things to be different now. You know, you were ready to go. You're ready to do something different. You're ready. You have that drive to, you know, for new experiences. You know, you want that. I feel like there's messages coming in for you. I feel like you just need to have patience for everything, because it is going to come in. It's just in divine timing. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles says that there is material success here, but we'll see why it's there. You have the Nine of Wands for what you need to work on. They're asking you not to give up, to keep pushing forward. Like, you know, even though you're struggling, you're having a hard time, you know, things may seem confusing, you know, you may be angry, you may be frustrated, still keep going, okay, not give up. And then for the Knight of Cups, it says to follow your heart. Follow your heart and really trust your intuition on things, okay, guys? So let's see what's going on in your reading, Cancer. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Judgment. Why is the Judgment here for Cancer? For their highest good. One more card. Oh, okay. So definitely a lot of things have changed for you. You know, you have awakened to so much. You do have the Judgment card here. I do feel like, you know, you yourself have changed a lot. You know, you're not the same person that you used to be. And I feel like, you know, you're making decisions now, because you have the Two of Cups also. I feel like there could be an offer coming in for you. I feel like there could be a decision that you're contemplating, because things are definitely not the same for you. Also, you know, really take your time on this decision. Try not to jump at it really quick. You know, take your time with everything, especially because there's going to be a lot of fast movement coming through. You do have the Eight of Wands here, and I do feel like there's going to be unexpected messages and unexpected change coming through, but you got to really slow down and take your time with everything that's going to go on, okay? Because you're going to move forward, but it's just like the movement's going to be really fast. You're going to have to make decisions really quick, so take your time with it. The King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? One more card for Cancer. The King of Cups is definitely talking about wow, there's a lot of messages coming in. The King of Cups is definitely talking about, you know, keeping your emotions balanced, you know, trying to really be calm about things, you know, try not to jump into everything, try not to be, you know, mean or express yourself, you know, with harsh words or anything like that. I feel like you're like, maybe you just need to balance your emotions and, you know, not do that to yourself, you know, really speak well to yourself also. I feel like you're ready for something new with the Page of Wands. I feel like you just need to have patience for everything that's going on, because there's definitely a lot of change coming through, but you just need to have patience for it. And they're asking you to really open your intuition and trust your intuition when you're making these decisions. And, you know, because I feel like at times you could be getting letting your emotions get in the way of the decisions that you're making also. So you got to be really careful with that. Really try to use your intuition with everything that's going on, okay, in your life. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Then you have the Sun card here for the past or now. I do believe that it's now. I do believe that the sun is shining on you and there's happy times coming through. I do believe that you know, there's going to be a lot of happiness coming your way. So, you know, just have patience. You know, just don't give up on anything and just keep going forward. You do have the Seven of Wands up here for what's hidden. Why is Seven of Wands here? One more card. Wow. Okay, so With the Seven of Wands here, I do feel like at times that you do guard yourself against a lot of things. Like, you know, you get in this mode where you become very defensive about everything, you know, because, you know, you don't want to get hurt again. You don't want to get, you know, you don't want to struggle anymore. You don't want to, like, you know, you don't want people to bring you down or tell you anything, you know, so you become this defensive person, which I really do think it's okay, because, you know, you're only guarding yourself, you know, but, you know, just remember that not everybody is out there to hurt you, and not everybody is the same, okay, because we are all different. You know, we all have a different story to say and tell, but they're asking you to really not to be defensive, because I feel like you're really guarding yourself, like, you know, standing your ground and really guarding yourself. And they're asking you to do that, you know. Also too, I feel with the Eight of Swords here that there are times that you're not really seeing clearly, that you may be feeling like you're stuck or you can't move forward. That for you to move forward, to take that blindfold off and really see things for what they are. You know, ask yourself, why am I so defensive all the time? Why am I so angry when this person shows up? Or why am I so angry when this happens? You know, and I see it all the time, but why do I get so angry about it? You know, and you know, you need to look at that. There's something here that you need to see, and you need to take that blindfold off. And the Magician card is definitely here, and it's asking you, it's telling you that remember that we do create the world that we live in. Okay, we do create. So if you're going to keep yourself busy, then that's how it's going to be. If you're going to keep yourself in a negative light, negative energy, then that's how it's going to be. If you're going to put yourself in positive energy, then that's how it's going to be. You know, it's how we create the world and what we put in it that makes us like a magician, because we have everything that we need to create the world that we want. But sometimes we don't do it. We're thinking self-doubts, we're thinking negative, you know, stuff like that. And you really need to leave that, like shift that away from you. Because I feel like you're very defensive at times. You know, you feel like, I feel like, you know, like you sometimes feel like the whole world's against you, you know, and you really gotta really let that go. Remember to think positive. Remember to leave those self-doubts behind. Remember to think positive in everything. You do have the Page of Wands here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Page of Wands here? One more card. Good, 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 good. So you are definitely you're wanting new experiences to come in. You know, you're wanting the new experiences, the, you know, the new path. You know, you're ready for it. You're ready for new things just to come in. You know, they're asking you to believe, to believe that everything is going to fall into place for you. To be back, to step back into your power, and believe that, you know what, I can do anything if I put my mind to it. I can do anything and rise back up from anything that brings me down. And you can, you know, you can, but you need to believe that, because there are going to be opportunities for you. There is growth here. There is new opportunities here, but you know, you need to be optimistic about things. You need to believe in yourself, you know, be open to different opportunities. You know, it may not be something that you want that's coming in. It may be totally different, but you still got to give it a chance and try it, because you never know. It might be something for you. Go with your instincts. Go with your intuition is what they're saying. You also have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is definitely talking about, you know, you're in your mind a lot about wanting to do so much. You know, you want this, you want that, but, you know, got to give yourself a chance to think. You know, you really got to go within. And I do feel like you will. I do feel like you're leaving a lot of stuff behind. I feel like you're leaving a lot of the worry, a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the frustration, because you also have the Six of Swords here. And when you see this card, you know, at first she's going through this choppy water, and you see it, and that's a lot of rocky road there for you. That's a lot of turbulence in your life, you know, but she's leaving it because she don't want it no more. She's like, I'm tired, I'm done, you know, I'm frustrated. I just want something new to come in. And it will. It definitely will. You know, just have patience for everything, Cancer. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? One more card. And what you need to do now. All right, so there is a new path here. Definitely, you have the world card here, so there's definitely a new beginning, new path, new beginning. The world is turning for you, which is definitely beautiful. There is material success here. Also, there's enough for everything that you're gonna need. So you don't have to be afraid or worry. You can leave all that behind because you're gonna have more than enough for everything. I do feel like you're wanting that material success. I feel like you want that to establish yourself. I feel like you want that strong foundation where you're not going to have to worry about anything. They're asking you that there is this new path that's coming through, so use it. New path is here. New experiences, new things. Try it. You never know what can come off of that new experiences that that's coming towards you. Excuse me. You also have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords is saying, don't rush things. Try not to rush into things. Try to slow down. Try to gather yourself and really go within and try to not rush into decisions, not rush into wanting everything all at once, because when we do that, we make mistakes. So really try to slow down. Don't rush things, okay? But you are definitely moving forward. No matter what, you're going to move forward. You have the Nine of Wands here. And why is the Nine of Wands here for Cancer? More card. Good, 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 good. So with the Nine of Wands, they're asking you to push forward. Don't give up on anything. You could be feeling tired. You can be feeling frustrated, angry, bitter. You have a lot of frustration within you because you do have the Five of Wands here. And, the Nine of Wands is saying, don't give up on anything. Push forward because you've been through more than this. Okay, it's that if you're feeling like, you can't move forward, or you can't, there's stuff that, you're worried about this or the money, you're going to have it. You just got to believe and trust yourself that things are going to work out. But you're extremely tired. You're tired and you're frustrated. Maybe you need some time to play. Maybe you need to do some kind of craft or, something you're going to enjoy, or dance to music or whatever it is. Maybe you need that time because they're telling you. But there is frustration here, and they're asking you to leave that behind because there is this new beginning here. A lot of the old is leaving your life and the new is coming in. But in order for it to come in, you need to leave this anger and this bitterness and this frustration behind, and the worry. You can't have all that and then this. It doesn't work that way. So really try to go within and leave that behind. And then you have the Knight of Cups here for the outcome. And why is the Knight of Cups here? One more card too. There it is. There's that Five of Cups again. Showing up. Excuse me. So you have the Knight of Cups here. We start off with the Knight of Cups. Really follow your heart and what it is that you want to do. Okay, really follow your heart. Don't do things because somebody else tells you. You do things because you want to. You make that decisions to make what it is that you want to do. Okay, so really follow your heart. And I feel like you need to just have compassion and forgiveness for everybody that has done you wrong. Just leave it. Give them the forgiveness and just move on, because that's what you need to do. Trust your intuition, you guys. Really trust your intuition. Really take care of yourself better. Really nurture yourself better. Really make time to play, to do what you want to do. It's going to make you happy. You can't work all the time. You got to take time to play also, to play with clay, to paint, to run outside, to be outside, to feed birds, to feed the ducks, whatever, just enjoy yourself because you need that. We need to balance our lives like that to enjoy the little things that are around us instead of always, oh, I need the money, I need this, I need that, I got to pay my bills. I know it's hard to say that, because not everybody's in the same situation, but at least try, okay? Really nurture yourself. And then you have the Five of Cups. Try to leave this behind. Try to leave this regret, this disappointment behind. That no matter what, it's going to work out, okay? Because you have a lot of good new cards here coming through. You got a lot of new experiences. You got messages. You got abundance. But it's up to you to create this world the way you want it. Can't have you can't have what you want if you're thinking negative. You can't have what you want if you're so disappointed in everything. You know, you got to leave that negativity behind. Okay, so wow. All right, so trust your intuition also, okay, on your decisions, and really slow down. Try not to rush into things. All right, so Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.